First up is Sam Caniglio.
Coach, have you ever had an over the fence and an inside the park home run in the same inning?
I don't know. You guys come up with some crazy stats. I'd have to dig back into the Mazey archives, but probably not. I'd have to say probably not.
Cody Nesper.
Hey, Coach. So for Paul, I think that's 5 games in a row with a hit. Has he made any adjustments recently, or is he just seeing it real well right now?
That's been Paul's MO his whole career here. You know, at the halfway point, every time I do one of these interviews, I keep saying about how the middle of our lineup has to get going. They're just not producing all that much. And Paul's been that way since he's been here. The first half of the season, he just kind of feeling his way through it. In the second half of the season, he usually gets really hot, and he's standing in there and seeing the ball really good right now.
Back to you, Sam.
Similarly, Nathan, he kind of got some nods earlier in the season, but now he got a start. Excuse me, he got the nod in the starting lineup, and he gave you that homer in the first inning. What have you seen about him so far through this season?
You know, just like all these guys, because of COVID, different reasons early in the year, they all got some at-bats. He didn't get as many as some of the other guys. You know, Braden Berry was out there a bunch, and Guire Holbrook got some at-bats, and Blaze was a little bit behind those guys as far as the at-bats. But, you know, he's a left-handed threat in the lineup. You got to respect his power. He's got some he can run the ball out of the yard and into the gaps. And, you know, hitting is a funny thing. You know, you get going pretty good and you feel really good about yourself. And I think he's standing in there really good right now.
Cody.
So we've seen Jackson pitch late in the games a lot this year. It seems like his stuff holds up really well even after he gets over 100 pitches. Is that, I mean, are some pitchers just like that, or is it anything special that he does?
You know, it is something special that all of our guys are trained to do, you know, between the strength and conditioning and the nutrition, monitoring their sleep, and the whole system we have of how to be a starting pitcher at this level. You know, going out there, and you have to learn how to throw 120 to 130 pitches if you want to win a Big 12 game. So those guys train for that. You know, you can train your body to do anything. You know, you can train your body to be a triathlete if you want to be a triathlete. You can train your body to be a starting pitcher in the Big 12. And our people, strength coach and nutritionist, and all of our data analytic people and that monitor all that stuff, they don't get in the limelight that often, but they're the people behind the success of guys like Jackson going out there and throwing 120 pitches every Friday.